Hey guys, it's your girl again. Welcome back to my channel, Rocket Marie, Aqua Girl, Astro Girl. Well, this is part 2 about me talking about me catching him cheating. Okay, I'm just gonna get right into it. But first, hit the like button, subscribe, share, punch that bell. So anyway, yeah, basically, where I left off is, I saw this girl stuff hanging from the dashboard, and I kind of went to the window to listen in, and I heard a lot of movement and stuff going on. And so, I went around to the other side. I knocked at the door, and I knew his mom was asleep. So I knocked at the door, and she answered it, and I walked straight through. And her not knowing anything because she was asleep, so she let me in, so I walked straight on through the door. And in through the hallway, and I see her, and I bang on the door. And I said, open the door. And I hear movement, I hear belt buckles moving around and all this stuff. And it was just breaking my heart as I was just hearing it, because I just knew what was going on. I have a neighbor walking around, my drunk neighbor. So anyway, yeah, so they open the door, and I see this girl. She has on this little shirt, and I knew it wasn't right, to go for her. So I was young, and those were my instincts. So I grabbed her, and I kind of really didn't beat her up or nothing. I just dog walked her out of the house. And then I turned my attention toward Babyface. And we got into it. We started fighting. Words were exchanged. He said I had this look in my eye that I never had before. But when you're constantly humiliated, cheated on, constantly being like a personal little slave for that household, you kind of snap. You kind of snap. And you would think that some people learn. I never had guidance in my life. I never had that. Never had no one tell me, this is how men are and watch out for men. And I just learned as I went on and just kind of understood them in a way, but never really understood the ones that put their hands on women. If that makes sense. I don't know. I just understand certain men. So anyway, we started fighting, and we got into it real bad. We got into it really bad. And he took off running from me like he always does. He runs from the situations, and he takes off running from me. And I'm not about to chase him or nothing like that, because he's very fast. And so I just wait outside and stuff, and I'm just crying. At those times, cell phones weren't out. I think it was the Blackberries that were out. But, he didn't have a phone. We were very tight on money. But mind you, I already knew Tony Montana character. I don't know if I said that in my other video, but yeah, I already knew the Tony Montana character, but I didn't want to talk to him or nothing because I was still in love with Matthew. But something just told me just to keep him around, because for whatever reason, So anyways, it is what it is. I'm speaking my truth. Yeah. So anyway, he runs from me, and he comes back, and he starts, he falls asleep. I fall asleep too. We wake up. I wake up, he's still asleep, and I call my mom to come pick up my son because I'm about to leave him. Because this is like the last straw. This is it. I'm about to leave this man. Hold on. I'm about to leave this man. And so my mom comes and gets him, and he's still asleep, and I'm packing all our stuff. And I asked my mom to come get him because I don't want to be packing my stuff while he wakes up and we're fighting over my son and stuff, because he does do that. And so what happened? I'm packing. My mom comes to get my son, and I'm packing all my stuff. I told her I'll be there later. So I start packing all my stuff, and he wakes up already when I'm like on the last basket, the last, whatever I have. And he starts arguing with me, he starts going crazy. And it just starts going crazy. And I called my best friend to come pick me up. And as I was walking out the door with my basket, the last thing I had, he had one of my shoes and he threw it at the back of my head, and it hit me in the back of my head. My best friend saw that, and she I guess she turned the corner fast, to come help me. She said, hey, please, what the hell's going on? Don't be throwing nothing at my homegirl. That ain't right. Started calling him all types of names. And I was like, nah, girl, come on. Don't even worry about him. He ain't worth it. Don't even try it, because he hits women, he'll hit you. I was telling her. And she was like, nah, if he fucking hits me, I'm going to fucking fuck him up. I'm going to run him over. I was like, no. We don't need to do none of that. Let's just go. And his dumb grandma, he's a mama's boy. I try not to bash him too much, but whatever. So anyway, he's a mama's boy and a grandma's boy. So his dumb grandma puts her foot, and we're trying to leave. I'm trying to leave. You're beating me up, pulling on my hair, throwing stuff at my head, calling me all types of things, saying what you're going to do to me. I need to leave. Let me get the hell out of there. Well, after all of that, I get in the car, and he's hitting the window, and my friend had a Gerber jar, and she ended up throwing it at him so he could back off. Well, she threw it at him, and it hit him in the forehead. He started bleeding, and he kind of backed off, so we tried to take off because he didn't want to let me go. He didn't want to let us take off. And so the grandma tried to put her foot in front of the tire and stuff, and at that point, I'm just like, what is wrong with these people? Why don't they just let us leave? Something's gonna happen to somebody, I don't want no one to get injured. I'm just trying to leave. And things in my life always happen, when I'm trying to do the right thing, it always, how do you say it, goes further than what it should. And so when it does, it always falls on me like it's my fault. I never understood that. I don't know if it's an Aquarius thing. Leave it in the comments, because I don't know. I don't understand it. And so she kind of turned the wheel, and we took off. We did not hit her foot, but she was yelling in the street y'all hit my foot, y'all ran me over. When in reality, we know we didn't. We would have felt it. But yeah, those are just the type of the people I've always dealt with in my life. And since then, I just left him, and I called Tony Montana character, and he, the smooth talker that he is, he told me to come on in and move on in, and that's just what I did. And it was wonderful. It was great. It was something that I never had. Until his true colors came out. That'll be part 3. So yeah, ask me anything, guys. I do readings. I do card readings.